On October 22nd, 1777, in Runnymede on Clemens Bridge, the Hessians were first over Clemens Bridge by Fort Mercer and the Red Banks into British lines for protection.
The SS Atlantis was a ship constructed for World War I emergency fleets on December 5, 1918. It was the second concrete ship constructed. In 1926, the Atlantis was purchased to make a ferry dock in Cape May. In March 1926, the ceremonies were stopped. On June 8th, a storm hit and the ship broke free of her moorings and ran aground 150 feet off the coast of Sunset Beach. Several attempts were made to free the ship, but none were successful.
Built in 1942, the tower was one of 15 towers used as observation posts to detect enemy vessels in World War II.
The lighthouse was first built in 1823. In 1859, it was used as an active aid to maritime navigation. The U.S. Army engineer William F. Reynolds was who it was controlled by. It's located in Cape May Point State Park. So we're going out to this bunker that Corcoran said that they spotted a submarine in World War II. The U.S. Army built Battery 223 in 1942 as part of the 1940 Harbor Defense Program. Located in Cape May, New Jersey, was originally 900 feet inland with the top of the structure at ground level. The earth and solid covering provided camouflage and protection. A sister bunker is located across the bay in Lewis, Delaware, possibly at Cape Henlopen State Park. A telephone cable stretched from Delaware to New Jersey beneath the bay to facilitate communications with commands at Fort Miles. Battery 223 was the largest gun battery on the New Jersey side. The site is now Cape May Point State Park, and the structure has been exposed to elements and is in danger of collapse. The sand is being washed from underneath of it, leaving only the concrete pilings for support. The name of this battery is that of its construction number 223, although unofficial documents suggest that this gun battery was named to be Battery Dunn. The official Army designation for the building has always been Battery 223. I've seen this structure a couple times since I've lived down here. Deborah, you have never seen it before?
No, that was my first time.
What did you think about it?
It's crazy to see how that was actually history. Like, that's part of our history, and I'm seeing it in person. Like, when usually people tell you about it, you don't believe it. I don't believe it, but when you see it in person, you be like, oh, okay, yeah. I learned about this in school. It's actually true.
There's so much vandalization and stuff all over it. They actually had to seal off the doors, and now that it's collapsing, I don't think it's going to be there for much longer.
No. Like, my kid's not going to be able to see it, so.
Sucks. Yeah. There goes Deborah, climbing up a thing that says keep off. Mm-hmm. And, the great graffiti on
a great history.
Yeah, our history,
Destroyed because they're careless children of our generation.
All right, come on. Wrong thing, hold on. In 1988, Congress established the New Jersey Coastal Heritage Trail route to provide for your appreciation, understanding, and enjoyment of the culture and natural sites found along the coastal areas of New Jersey. It stretches from Deepwater, New Jersey, all the way down to Cape May Point and all the way back up to Perth Amboy.
In 1756, Gabriel's Tavern has been known as a house for boatmen who transported products from Philly to nearby Big Timber Creek. This building has also been referred as Hillman Hospital by George Washington during the
Revolutionary War.
1910, Magnolia Train served as a transportation center. Out front is a plaque remembering all who gave time, money, skills, materials, and equipment to make this project more than just a dream. Woods Boardwalk history began in 1899. A walkway was constructed along the sand along Atlantic Avenue. That fall, the walkway was removed but rebuilt again next year. And today, the boardwalk stretches for 2 miles.
The United States officially entered World War II following the attack on Pearl Harbor. There became a greater need for air combat training facilities. On April 1st, 1943, the U.S. commissioned a naval aviation training facility originally named Naval Air Station, NAS, Rio Grande. Due to mail and telephone confusion with Rio Grande, Texas, the station was renamed 2 months later to NAS Wildwood. The site served as an active dive bomber squadron training facility throughout the war until it was decommissioned by the Navy in 1945. Only 12 of the original buildings remain standing today.
The station was built in 1894 and relocated in Cold Springs Village in 1975. The station is now used as Cape May Seashore Lines.
Atlantic City is located on Bescon Island on the coast of Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic City officially became a city in 1854. Atlantic City Boardwalk was built in 1870 along a portion of the beach to help hotel owners keep sand out of their lobbies. Atlantic City served as the inspiration for the American version of the board game Monopoly. Jonas R. Munson owned a private land that he sold in 1848 for a cemetery for the dead people in Cold Springs. On February 6, 1963, the Delaware River and Bay Authority, DRBA, formed. On July 1st, 1964, the first vessel departed the Lewis terminal at 6:47 a.m. More than 11 million vehicles and 34 million passengers have crossed the 7-mile mouth of Delaware Bay via vessels of Cape May Lewis Ferry during its interesting 40-year history of operations that began July 1st, 1964. Up to 100 vehicles and 1,000 passengers today can board modern ferries longer than football fields for an enjoyable 80-minute mini cruise across the bay. People now enjoy stuff on board such as elevators, air conditioning, television, and safety measures not imagined 40 years ago. Before resorts became a casino, it was a Quaker house. During World War II, it was converted to use as a military hospital. It became the first legal casino outside of Nevada, May 28, 1978, in Atlantic City. This is the first legal slot machine in Atlantic City and was installed on the Resorts International's casino floor in 1978. It can be identified as the first slot machine by the number 1 on the lower right side of the cabinet. Since that time, nearly 14,000 different slot machines have filtered through the casino.
Peter Mott's house is the oldest house in Lawnside, stationed along Underground Railroad in the historical Black Town in 1845, located in Lawnside, New Jersey. Cold Spring Village is an historical museum that brings back the 1800s to life. The village not only preserves historical homes, it recreates the life in 19th centuries. Showcases the history of Cold Springs and the Cape May area with the nice exhibits, complete with old photos and maps. Note the old stockades they used to put their prisoners in, including me and Becky. In 1917, the Navy established a second base in Cape May to provide training, vessel support, and communication facilities for coastal defense. In 1924, the U.S. Coast Guard occupied the base and established air facilities for planes used in support of the U.S. Customs Service efforts. Training Center Cape May builds the enlisted corps by preparing the American volunteers for success in the Coast Guards.
James Burr came to the U.S. in 1951 from Sicily, moved to Wildwood, and had a 2-year partnership for the restaurant called Macaroni's, and then in 1957 opened his restaurant Sam's Pizza next to Gateway 26 in Wildwood.
In 1763, the Cape May Zoo was an original southern plantation of the Matthews family in Cape May County Park.
New Jersey National Guard engaged in several worldwide homeland missions. In the home front, they are Homeland Security. They were established in 1946. This location is located on the Parkway in Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey.
Coffin's Corner is named after Mayor Edward Winslow Coffin. Coffin Corner serves as a residence, school, post office, stagecoach stop, and commercial office. As you look in the pictures, you can see that each brick is laid down by one. You see there's destruction from the trees old farmhouse. At one time in history, this house was a stagecoach stop, a school for girls, and a store. All the windows are the same from back then. They are not changed. And this building is rented out as an apartment building.
Curly Fries was established in 1978 on Morris Pier in Wildwood, making fries. They're very famous and good. Delicious. Swain's Ace Hardware was established by Charles and Margaret Swain. They opened a store that would be at the heart of today in 1896 in Cape May, New Jersey. Their great-grandchildren now own and operate the store that still stands today.
Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk.